my name's Nick. I'm with Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville, Florida. We are the #1 Class B RV dealership in the state of Florida. We're #3 in the whole United States of America. And it's because I get to sell some of the coolest vans in the entire world. This is the brand new 2025 Storyteller Overland Beast. So this is the absolute top of line from Storyteller. Absolutely everything that Storyteller offers is on this beast mode van. So they make two different versions of it, one with a bathroom, one without. This is the OG model that has the halo shower and the ton of space inside. So during this video, we're gonna go all through that. But what's really neat is that this is the first video that I've done, first time I've really got to experience the brand new Evictus suspension from Storyteller. So Evictus suspension is absolute top of the line when it comes to overlanding in RVs and overlanding even in cars also. Evictus has some of the most advanced, highest technology suspension out there. So this thing has the brand new Evictus. It has a ton of features from Storyteller, Lithionics batteries, so much cool stuff. In this video, we're gonna go through all of it from front to back, top to bottom. And if you're looking for an overland van that is made to go anywhere, top of line, top of technology, from a very cool brand also, I think this Storyteller Beast might be the one you're looking for. So let's dive right into what makes this the Beast. So Storyteller makes 3 different mode vans. They make the Classic, they make the Dark mode, and they make the Beast. The Beast has every single thing that Storyteller offers on the outside and the inside. The Dark mode's somewhere in the middle, and the Classic is kind of a blank canvas of upgrades. That way you can upgrade it however you want to upgrade it. What Storyteller does here is they give you a lot of the options that you can have. So you have your KC lights here on this really nice flare space bumper. You also have 8 KC lights up top as well. Right now the covers are on them. These are very adjustable. So if you did want to go higher, if you wanted to go lower, however you want to do it, those are also adjustable up there as well. You do have your air compressor valve here. So if you want to plug into here, you can inflate and deflate your tires if you are rock crawling, if you are off-road adventuring, depends on where you go and what you're doing. They do give you the air compressor ports. What's really cool about these flare space bumpers is that they stick true to the Mercedes sensors on them. So that way you still have your parking sensors wherever you are. You can still have all of the upgraded Mercedes safety features. Now, there are more things. So like you can put a winch in here. You can put different LED lights here. You can put more lights here. They do make these really cool lights that go right here in the grill as well. We installed the other day for somebody. So some really cool stuff. I love this brand new, the 25 model has the new colors, the new graphics. I really like this pebble gray, it's called. This is like a real soft, muted, tannish gray color. So it kind of looks like the desert sand. I don't know. I've been told, my wife tells me I'm colorblind, so I don't know if maybe I'm not actually colorblind, but she tells me I am, because I don't know how to match my clothes. But I think this pebble gray color is a really cool color, I think it's nice. I also like that Storyteller upgrades the wheels and tires for you. So you have BF Goodrich all-terrain tires. You do have them on, what size are these wheels here? These are 17s. We have upgraded these to 18s and even 19s for people. Now we're about to get into what is cool, right? So the 2025 Beast is the first van with the full Evictus Advanced Suspension. It is self-adjusting. It is one of the highest end suspensions on the market. So it has front and rear suspension. There is one higher. It is called the pre-runner suspension. And I have actually driven in a van that has this pre-runner suspension, and the guy driving it absolutely scared the crap out of me. He was taking turns and jumping over hills, and I made sure that my life insurance was up to date after he was done, because I really thought I was gonna die. But the Sprinter van he was driving was so capable because of the pre-runner suspension they had in it. So this is the advanced suspension from Invictus. There is one level up, the pre-runner, and when I tell you I drove it and put it to its limits, it it was put to the limits and it performed. It never tipped. It was able to take everything we did, and we got airborne a couple times. And the suspension self-adjusts, makes it comfortable. You feel like you're driving in a Ford Bronco or in a, you know, I don't know, some kind of really nice, easy, a Range Rover or something, or maybe not Range Rover, that's a little too fancy to off-road with. But Evictus Advanced Suspension here and in the back, and I'll show you some of that. So they go on the beast mode, you get the OWL running boards. So this is the OWL step here, and it kind of gives you the whole thing to kind of to protect the side of your van. If you are hitting up against stuff, it's not scratching this, but these rails, these tubes are protecting it. So with the smart plug, it plugs in there and it hooks in, and then it has a light on top of the plug that tells you that it is connected and getting the full power. And then if you accidentally pull on it or move it, it actually stays in there because of the clips, which is really nice. I know people that are buying these maybe love off-roading and overlanding, but you may not know much about the RV aspect of it. So that's where Sunshine State RVs really comes into play, because we will teach you how to use every single thing on the van from start to finish, top to bottom. Corey, one of our walkthrough technicians, will give you a very, very thorough walkthrough, teaching you everything you need to know, spending as much time with you as you need, teaching you not just the overland, not just the off-road stuff, but also the RV stuff, about the cassette toilet and the gray tank and the freshwater and the lithium. I mean, this has 16.8 kW kilowatts of Lithionics lithium power. There's solar, there's a 3,000 watt inverter. There's so much technology in this van that if you've never done this before and you have no clue what it is, you can absolutely get lost in it. We also give you your first 2 nights at a campground, so that way you can stay here locally, test everything for the first 2 nights. So that way if you have any issues, any questions, you don't understand something, we are there with you for the first 2 nights so you can test everything. When you leave Gainesville, I want you to know how to work everything, and I want you to know that everything works. I don't want you to fly back home to St. Louis, Missouri and think, man, I don't even know if this thing works. I don't even know how to work it. I want you to be super confident that everything on your new van, whether it's a Storyteller or whatever brand it is, I want you to know that every single thing works and how to work it. And then after that, if you call us, we give you tech support, and we pick it up within 100 miles for free, bring it here, service it, and deliver it back to you. So just some of the cool things about buying from Sunshine State RVs, something as cool as this brand new Storyteller. So as we keep rolling, oh, you do have this ladder here. So this ladder, I'm a large human being, and I can climb up this ladder pretty easily. And the other thing that's really cool about this roof is that it's totally walkable. It's standable. You can put chairs up here. If you go to a NASCAR race, you can put chairs up here. You can watch the race. If you go to a Formula and F1 race, if you can get in the infield with this thing, you can hang out up here. There's probably room for, I don't know, 3 or 4 people to hang out up here. Even with the solar panel, the air conditioner, and the vent, there is room to hang out up here, which is really nice. There we go. So for a large person to be up and down this ladder, it's actually pretty easy to use. And then I've also seen people strap stuff to this ladder for more storage. A kayak, some skis. You can actually wrap it and strap it to the ladder if you're not going to climb it, and use it for storage as well. As you walk, and this is something that's pretty new. The raised letters, I think it's pretty cool how they did it. And like I said, the graphics are new, the color's new. All these raised letters are new on the 25. The suspension's new, that ladder's new. So they've upgraded a lot of this stuff for the 2025 model as well. So the 3 differences between classic, dark mode, and beast mode, some of it's back here as well. So not only is it the suspension, but the classic has nothing back here. So it just has 2 doors, doesn't have the Invader racks, doesn't have the tire, doesn't have the box or the Invader racks, just has a blank canvas for you to do whatever you want. The dark mode has the 2 Invader racks. The beast has the 2 Invader racks and the tire and the OWL box. Now, you can do anything you want here. We've had people buy a beast, take this OWL box off and put a bigger OWL box on, or put a second OWL box above it. Someone the other day said, I'm gonna ski in mine all the time. So we took this box off for them and we put the ski box on there. It's probably, I don't know, 6 foot tall that you can load skis up in, which is skis, poles, all that fun stuff. Here's another one of those air compressor ports. If you needed air to pump up your tires, let's say you deflated them to go rock crawling, or if you knew you were gonna be in the sand for a while, you deflate them. You plug in right here and you go fill your tires up right there, which is great. I will give you a little sneak peek into the back here, which is what is so cool about these Storytellers. So back here is the big garage basement storage area, and you can access it very easily from the back. They give you a step here so you can climb in here if you need, which you are gonna need because you're gonna be going in and out. But this is the same layout in all three of them. Same colors, same layout in all three models. What the Beast gives you are these Velcro bags. So there's this Velcro stuff that you can move depending on how you're gonna use it. You can buy more, you can buy different. All of them are, this is like a little trash bag, I think. So maybe for laundry? Man, you don't want to see your dirty laundry, do you? I don't know, but this one is see-through, so I don't really know why one's see-through, one's not, but that's the beautiful thing. I don't need to know because everyone uses this for something different. So you can figure out how you want to use it, because my wife will use it totally different than I would use it, guaranteed. So back here, you got some 110 plugs. You do have all your breakers here, very easily to access. And then let me swap sides with you. This is the water here. So this is where you have your fresh tank drain here. So if you do need to drain your water, put your hand in there, drain that. You have a heater port here, so that way you get some hot air in here for when you're camping in the cold weather. So this is an outside shower. I don't know where the hose is. It's in a box somewhere, but you would plug a hose, a little shower port there, and you have a spray nozzle, so that way you can be outside showering if you don't want to get in the van to shower, or if you want to clean your skis off or clean your paddle board, clean your dog. You can do all that right here with hot and cold water in the outside here. This is all pretty waterproof as well. So if you did get a little water in here, it's not that big of a deal. And this is how you drain and use your fresh water. It kind of gives you everything. Storyteller is also great about videos on how to use a lot of this on their website, but our guy Corey will teach you how to use all of this. You can even film him teaching you, so that way you can access it and remember it anytime you need. And then, so right now, this is down as a bed right now. This can lift up very easily, and I'll do all that when I get inside. There's also a screen here that comes down. I'm not gonna do it because it's a pain in the butt, but this comes all the way down, it zips down, so that way if you did want to sleep with these doors open, you could do that and just protect you from the bugs. So this is great that you can load stuff in and out all the way through. So if you notice, it goes all the way through to the front there. So if you did have something big you needed to throw in there, you could, and then you could even be sleeping up here while you have all of your storage stuff underneath there. So as we're finishing walking around, before we jump into this beauty, there again, you have an awning here. So this is your camping side. This is where I was talking about. It has some traditional RV stuff. It's not just overlanding. So you got your 110 plug, you got a solar extension here. If you want more solar, you can plug the solar in there. You can kind of have it, you know, positioned towards the sun. I like how they give you these pop outs here, and I'll show you that when we're in the van, how much room you actually have to sleep from side to side. So they give you the halo lights. So 360 degrees around the outside of this van are LED spotlights that when you press a button and turn them on, this thing lights up like a UFO. You can see it from space. It is so stinking bright. The awning has lights. There's LED lights all the way around it. There's lights on the front, lights on the top, and you can even add them. We've added lights back here for people. We've added lights on top of this for people. We've added lights on the front grille. We've added lights everywhere. People want more and more lights. And then as you kind of, you know, finish it off here, you get to see, oh, something else that's very unique about Storyteller is that everything they do has a nationwide see-through transparent pricing. So there's one price, whether you buy it from us in Florida or you buy it from a dealership in California or a dealership in Maine, there's one price, that's it. No one's allowed to charge you any more, no one's allowed to charge you any less. So Storyteller stands behind their product, Sunshine State RVs stands behind their product, and I believe that this van solves a lot of problems that people have with vans that are not as off-road capable, or they may be very, very capable, but not as comfortable on the inside. So speaking of the inside, let's jump on the inside and I'll show you why this van is just as awesome on the inside as it is on the outside. As we are jumping in, I'm going to show you here. So right now we have it set up like a dinette. So we have this lagoon table here. It goes there, it goes there. It can be, you know, really moved out of the way if you wanted. So there's a lot of different ways you can use this lagoon table. This chair here swivels, so where you can be sitting here and hanging out while someone's there. You know, when me and my wife go camping or we're in a hotel or we're doing anything, she tends to sleep in a little longer than I do. So I'll get up and come up here, and I would probably sit right here. I'd probably make some coffee and I'd be hanging out here. She'd still be sleeping there. I'd be reading, hanging out, and kind of gives us, even in a 19-foot Sprinter van, this gives us two separate bedrooms almost. Or that's the bedroom, this is the living room, or the, you know, coffee room, I don't know what you call it. But I mean, even on this seat right here, they have 3-point seat belts to where, you know, 2 kids can be riding here. They would love to have this when they're riding. So you have 2 people here, just like this, and they both have seat belts, and then you can have a driver and passenger facing forward there while you're driving. Now, what else is really cool is you can actually sleep more than 2 people as well. So what we would do is, let's move this up here. We get rid of that. Let's slide this out. Very simple and easy. We will stick it up here for demonstration purposes. Probably wouldn't keep it there, but then you would take this and you can open it up. So there's a lot of different functionality that this has. There is a little safe inside of here. These are your seat belts, but you can move that and this, and then, oh, there we go. And then let's move this all the way down, actually, just like that. Okay, so now we can sleep 6 foot tall, and I can sleep perfectly fine in this. This is a big bed. Obviously, you'd want to put a sheet on it, maybe a little mattress pad, but this is very comfortable, and it can fit me very easily, being a tall person. Now, what's nice is you can put a kid there, and then you have a sleeping situation back here too, that you can have 2 people sleeping here. And this is where I mentioned the kickouts earlier on the windows, how both windows are popped out, so you can sleep one, and then you have a second person here right next to me. So this is the bed. Your AC is right above you, so nice and cool, but right now I feel a nice breeze having the doors open. But you have one sleeping there, one here, and very easy to access and maneuver around both of them. Now, there's another situation, there's another way this can go. Let's see if I can figure it out. I think this thing comes back. So now you have 2 seats. So one person can sit here, and then the other person, I'm getting a workout in today from climbing on top of the van to doing all this. This is nice. So you have 2 different sitting situations with the Great Barrier Wall here. You know, when I got 4 kids. So right now they're 20, 19, 16, and 14. When they were 10, 8, 6, and 4, we need to have walls between them when they were sitting next to each other. So this would have been perfect for them, because one can sit here and one can sit there, and then they wouldn't have to touch each other because of this wall. But I love how this sets up to where you have a couple people sitting, very comfortable. Now, there is not a TV in this van for a reason, because the most beautiful TV in the world is right out your door there. So obviously, if someone wants a TV, they can install one. Most people use iPads or something. You can hang an iPad from somewhere and you can watch whatever you want to watch. But there's so much cool stuff to explore, and that's why you buy a Storyteller, so you can explore and have stories to tell for the rest of your life. Let me cover one more thing while we're up here. So this is the Storyteller screen here. So this controls everything in the van. So this has 16.8 kilowatts of Lithionics lithium batteries. That is a ton. So the Beast and the Dark mode have double lithium, so 2 big battery packs. The Classic has a single battery pack, which you can upgrade to a double. So a lot of times when we sell a Classic to people, they want the double lithium. They also, on all 3 of the models, they end up wanting the larger fuel tanks. This comes with a 25-gallon fuel tank. You can upgrade it to a 42-gallon fuel tank. We've also upgraded water tanks, upgraded suspension, upgraded wheels, tires, put extra storage. Like right here, you can put like an added pizza oven, like an added storage shelf here. We've done extra storage, turn this into a desk. Like there's so many different things you can do accessory wise. But on their thing here, you can control all of the lights right here. You can check on your fresh tank, your gray tank, your battery. Right now the fridge is on, every light is on, and we can run for 5 days. Once we turn the air conditioner on, that does go down some, but the way this is set up right now, our power flow is negative 109 watts. And then when you go to climate, you can turn your air conditioner on, you can turn your heater on. The heater is used, it's a Vixen heater, so it's used through the fuel tank. It's electric and diesel driven, so there's no propane anywhere on this RV as well. The heater and hot water are both used through that system there, which is a very neat system. So lots of storage. So you got these storage compartments here. In 25, besides upgrading the suspension, besides upgrading the colors on the outside, the graphics on the outside, besides upgrading some of the ladders, they've also upgraded their color here. But this is something that is really unique to Storyteller. So this is the Halo shower. So what you would do to use the Halo shower is unhook this. I know we're in kind of a tight space here, Tim, but we would unhook this. This is your toilet. So we would open up the drain here. You could stand in it, but you would unhook that, and then you would open this Halo shower up like this, lock it in place there, lock it in place there, and now we're in. So once you come into the Halo shower, it opens up and then it closes. And now, don't worry, Tim, I'll show you. So now with it closed, you can mount this somewhere, and you have hot and cold water here. It all drips on the shower curtain into the drain here, into the gray tank. And everything's made to get wet around it. But I've done this, you don't get that wet. Like everything around it stays pretty dry. Afterwards, you might need to wipe something down with a rag, but you have hot and cold water, you got your shower curtain, and you got your drain here. You set it up, and then you just, shower away. Then when you're done, people like to let it drain for a minute, which I think is smart. After things just kind of drain, then you take it, you roll it up really quick, close one side in, close the other side in, and then push it all the way in. Should get the shower over it, push it in like that, push it in like that, and now strap here. There you go. And then put that in, strap it here as well, just like this. Oh, I got it stuck in the back there. What did I do wrong? Man, oh, here it is, stuck on the bottom. So I was like, man, I was getting it so good. So then you strap it in like that. So now we are all strapped in here, good to go. And we put this in right there in the corner. And now, look at that. A minute later, 10 seconds, you don't even know it's there. It is totally gone. So everything is there, then it drains. Then what you would do is you can just drop that back down. Now there is a toilet. This is a toilet they give you. There are lots of other options. People a lot of times are buying the Lavio toilets, or they're buying some type of composting toilet. That is a traditional toilet with a 5-gallon cassette built into it, which is nice. But everything is right there. Some people use it, some people don't. It's totally based on how you travel and what you do. So I showed you this bed here. When you don't want it to be made up like a bed, you can easily close it just like this. Just walk through here. Let's strap it in the back. There we go. And this hooks right here. Let's get it hooked in. I say easily, and then I always struggle, I'm also with a lot of pressure here trying to do this for you guys. And then we close this in like that. Close that in like that. We'll lift this up so it can, there we go, like that. And now, this is a wide open area back here that you can have storage in. 6 foot tall, 236 pounds, lots of space to move. If you want to bring bikes in here, e-bikes, regular bikes, you can strap them in. There are things here. There's all these compartments I talked about there. And this is a great place to store things. if you're just one person, you can just sleep on the GrooveLounge there, and you can have this wide open. Some people, you know, a guy bought one of these the other day from us, and he wanted to use this as a desk. So, you know, you put one of the legs down, put one, you know, you can put the legs down and just use this, and it straps them right there. This can be a standing desk. You can put a little treadmill back here. It can be a walking desk. You know, lots of different ways you can use it. So this is the kitchen, hot water, cold water, nice deep sink. You do have your lights here. You have lots of storage in here. High quality cabinetry. You have an induction stove that you can leave at home, leave in your garage, or put up here. All this is nice big storage. You do have a microwave as well. You got more things here. You can get rid of them if you don't want to use them. If you do want to use them, you stick them right on there. There's plugs for your coffee maker. There is a Bluetooth speaker that goes right here. I love this. You can hang a towel from it, right? But more storage here. More storage here. These are different shades for the front windshield there. And your lithium batteries are all over here. Yep, lithium batteries over here. Your water tank is all over here. So they kind of separate it, which is very nice. But like I was saying, Storyteller does a great job of bringing the inside out and the outside in. They give you a ton of flexibility on the outside and on the inside to upgrade it and make it however you want it, which is what I love about it. But this beast is totally Mac Daddy tricked out with every single thing you can imagine. Now, there's always room for more. So if you want, instead of the advanced Evictus, you can get the pre-runner. If it's easily upgradable. If you want a 42-gallon fuel tank instead of 25-gallon, easily upgradable. If you want a water tank, all of this stuff is easily upgradable that we can do for you. But if you want exactly how it is, you will not be disappointed. So thank you for watching this 3-hour-long video, and thank you for diving into all things Storyteller with me. Check us out at sunshinestatervs.com.